All right, we're back.
We are back, Devonte, after a 2-week hiatus.
Yeah. I mean, they don't know it's 2 weeks.
They
To
don't.
them, it could be just next week.
You're not wrong.
But I don't know. We're back with another episode of Sorry About the Tangent.
And you know, we've missed a few great movies that have come out.
Have we?
Well, one great movie.
What do we miss?
Obsession.
Oh. No, we didn't miss that one yet. We're talking about it today. If you didn't know, we're talking about Obsession today, and amongst other things. But you want to dive right into Obsession, or do you want to just tease people a little bit?
Let's go with a little tease to begin with. What do we got going on to this episode?
First,
First part, we're going to talk about Obsession.
yeah.
We're going to talk about the boys wrapping up and the series finale and what else is in store for that franchise.
Yeah. I mean, probably our culmination of what we all thought about the entire, just the boys. And then I think Mortal Kombat, because I think we both saw that. And
Yeah, we did.
so, yeah, that's going to be on the agenda
That's
today.
the episode doc today. That's what Clara would have wanted.
Yes. Man, that was rough.
I was looking for a moment to slide that in.
That was.
It's gonna happen at least 3 more times this podcast.
Oh man.
Maybe, yeah. I have many thoughts on the boys, but we can save that for when we get to it. But
I mean, we can get to it right now. Honestly,
we can open up with the boys. Yeah.
I think we should open it up. I mean, that's what Clara would have wanted.
It is what Clara would have wanted. And going on that line, they should have released Vault Rising before season 5 of the boys. I firmly believe that.
Yeah. I mean,
because there's so much stuff that was in season 5 of the boys that's a reference to Vault Rising, because clearly they were doing a backdoor pilot the whole time.
oh yeah,
Like Bomb Site.
yeah.
or
Like
whatever.
we gotta find bomb site.
But I feel like I would have cared more if we got Vault Rising first, and I would have been with Bomb Site and be like, oh shit, Bomb Site's showing up in the boys. This is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, and then.
But it's just a character I have no history with unless you watch Stranger Things, and it's the bully jock from Stranger Things season 4.
Is he?
Yeah, it's the same actor. It's
Today?
the basketball player guy who like wanted to.
Oh, the one that got like split apart.
Yeah, the one who was fighting Caleb.
Yeah, Lucas.
Yeah, well, I said the actor's name. I forgot the character's name.
Yeah, well, but I know.
It's been a minute since I've seen Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Once that show ended, it was out my.
Yeah, it's out the zeitgeist. It's out
Yeah.
of your mind. Who cares? No, I didn't know that. But yeah, no, like the whole bomb site.
Golden Gate. I feel like we would have gotten at least like Golden Gate from the 90s, I think actually, but I think we would have gotten at least a little more. I would have cared a little bit more about this, and I feel like all of a sudden, Soldier Boy giving a fuck about Liberty / Stormfront would have made more sense.
Yeah,
Because all we've gotten up until this point of Soldier Boy even talking about Clara was him saying, oh yeah, some soup and I named Liberty started Herogasm back up in the 60s. That was the only reference they ever made to Clara.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, Clara
he's like,
is his love of his life. And also, his son's mom, that his son was also banging at one point. We're not going to talk about that.
yeah,
but-
like pseudo. It was weird, man.
Well, I don't know if she directly got pregnant, but it was definitely her egg.
Yeah, very weird.
Yes, but did you finish the season?
Yeah, I finished the season.
I didn't hate it as much as other people, I don't think.
No, I thought I was very satisfied with the ending.
I was okay with it. I will say there was the season opened up really well with the A-Train stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
The middle section, it was a little bit fluff. It felt like I'm not complaining. I love filler. I'm a Supernatural fan. I have to love filler. Same creator of the show too, Eric Kripke. But it just didn't feel like at least the stakes didn't really feel as precedent as they did in the other seasons. Like there was like a ticking clock with every season, and it almost felt like this one just kind of they were cruising.
What would you consider filler?
Not really filler, but I would just say more like it was more shock value than they were going for like story value. Like with the giant rock dude.
Oh,
In that one scene, I get they were doing the whole
like testing
and the stuff,
the virus.
but
Yeah,
just felt a little long-winded. I don't know why. I didn't hate it by any means. It was just not my because The Boys has always felt so large scale. This season felt so small scale, and I get they're on the run more and there's less people around, but it just felt like a lot smaller of a scale of a show. We didn't see as many people getting affected by things. It was really only Soups. We didn't really see that many like innocent people die. I'm not complaining about that, but in like past seasons, you just saw random.
there's a lot of like
there was one
casual
remember
fodder.
when Homelander first fucked up in Africa and he shot some guy and he shot through some kid.
Yeah.
He was like, oh.
Ugh.
So what? They're all fucking starved, but they got cell phones over there?
Yeah, shit was crazy.
Early Homelander was like an actual great villain. Season 5 Homelander was just like a child
That's always been.
And it was a little bit different, but he had the guide of Vought around him, so that's why he came off as more like complete and well-knowing.
Yeah, and I think it's a beautiful de-evolution of the character, of himself. You saw that, like, as soon as, like, more and more people started just leaving him, dying around him, he started losing control, and you started to see the more of who he was as a person. You saw him devolve a bit more to his core personality of just a small child.
I also feel sad for him at the same time.
Oh yeah, because like
he was a baby who was raised by a corporation.
Yeah, he's a product given a body and a personality, and like nobody ever telling him no because he's the strongest person on the planet and can just squash your head.
Another reason I didn't love season 5 as much as other seasons. Season 4 ended on a huge cliffhanger. Yeah, with like I think it was Nirvana song playing, and then Frenchie getting taken and Kimiko finally talking and all that stuff. And then when it just ends up with them in the camp, I figured Frenchie would be working for Homelander in some way, and I thought Gen V would play a bigger role into this rather than just driving a bunch of people to Canada.
Yeah, the Gen V pivot was crazy.
I feel like what I read was that they had to basically combine a bunch of shit into season 2 that they had planned for the future. Reportedly, all of season 2 was going to take place inside the prison. But when Chase died, they had to come up with a new workaround, and he died like the day one of filming season 2. So like they had to do a quick rewrite of everything. And I read that they pulled in stuff from season 3, like Thomas Godolkin was going to be like a season 3 bad guy, and the reveal was going to be like over the course of a season. It was going to be a lot different. But with Chase dying, they had to speed run how they got out of prison, so that's why they used Chase's death as like a way to say how they got out of the prison.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense
because also the end of Gen V season 1, you see Butcher going into the prison to like look for him. So it would have made sense that when they get broken out at the end of season 2, it'd been Butcher and the boys, breaking out Marie and.
At the end of season 1, Butcher finds like the corpse for like the virus.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah,
he's in the thing. But Butcher could have been our Butcher or the boys or anyone could have been someone involved in that.
Yeah, I mean, like we talk about like. Especially in Gen V, they talk about like, oh man, the prison was so bad, yada yada. But like, it's all just talked around.
We don't see anything because they can't.
And that makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. And I figured him dying really messed things up, and that's why we didn't get like.
Or maybe there's more just background on them being in the prison, like a lot more flashbacks to it.
Yeah. And that makes sense of why. Like, I think his death kind of like derailed everything,
and they also made Polarity a completely different character. They had to make him more prominent.
Yeah.
I watched. What's so sad is he was on an interview. The guy who played Chase, or I think is his name Chase, the actor who passed away. Can't remember his name, but he was on Michael Rosenbaum's podcast like the week he passed.
Oh wow!
And then he died on the way to filming season 2. Our first day of production for season 2 or something like that. It was a motorcycle crash. It was rough. Very sad. But
he was great.
I really enjoyed his character. But The Boys season 5 started really well, ended really well. The middle was a little slow, but overall I didn't hate it. People were just complaining to complain.
Yeah, no, I remember there was that one part in season 5 where kind of like we get like solo episodes, like solo parts with like people. There's an episode where like we get characters.
Yeah, when it was like Terror and that one. It was like the
Terror.
Second, I think that was the second to last episode of the series.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Because you got Soldier Boy's perspective, you got
Black Noir, Terror. You got all these, and like I like that because it really fleshes out these characters, and
I did like that. Yeah,
it gives them.
Do you need knee pads? What? You're staring at me like you're about to suck me off. Yeah. So I ask, do you need knee pads? Jensen Ackles, one of the greatest voices of all time.
Also, I don't understand why they put him back in the box at the end of season 5.
What? Yeah,
what was the purpose of that?
Well, I saw one theory that says, what if Vought Rising is like both pre and post The Boys? Like it's set in the 1950s, but maybe at the end of season 1. You see him wake up in Vought Tower or wherever, and that's how we get a continuation of after Homelander, or something to that degree.
I guess
because like Vought Rising in the 50s, Vought Rising again in the 2020s after Homelander's death and the company's collapsed.
And they're like rebuilding. I mean, I guess sure.
I'm just coming up with some bullshit here.
I mean,
man.
yeah, I mean, it's bull. I mean, we don't know.
I don't want the Boys universe to end. I enjoy it.
It's very fascinating. It's very fun.
I saw one theory that says the show should have ended with Huey being ran through by a speedster while holding Starlight before she flew off, just to show that even if you get rid of all the bad shit's still gonna happen.
That would just be.
That would have been the worst ending of all time.
Yeah, I'd been like, all right, man, you're just shooting the shit.
I will say Huey did feel like a side character by the end, you know.
Yeah, I mean, but
they gave him that last scene with Butcher.
That was very nice. I mean,
Butcher clearly was not about to release the virus and clearly lied to Huey, being like, I wasn't gonna stop. I wasn't gonna stop, but he didn't want him to feel bad.
No, and I don't know, and kind of Butcher just lost everything. And
I could also 100% Butcher big, like, even if he's not going to now, in the future he could snap again and just want to go kill every soup.
Yeah, I mean, like, he had nothing to lose.
Also, do you think, like, what if there's a fire at Vought Tower though?
I assume Huey was like, hey, you should probably clean out these systems. There's a virus in here.
I would hope, because one fire in there, they're fucked.
Yeah, but no.
What was your favorite episode of the season?
What would be my favorite episode?
I know my favorite, but I also have a bias against it, and there's a clear reason why it's my favorite. And I think you're going to know which one it is. And it's honestly kind of a filler episode, but I'm okay with it.
It would probably be the character episode I talked about. Where, like,
that's probably the best episode, but my favorite one was definitely the one where they go see Mr. Marathon Man. They go try to find V1.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
The reason I like it was Supernatural Reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they did, Jared Jensenak was obviously a Soldier Boy. Jared Padalecki played Mr. Marathon Man. And Misha Collins played the whatever dude who had the bad breath. But what's really funny, they did one take, because, like, they all were on Supernatural. They did one take in their Supernatural characters. It's on YouTube now because they posted it. But it's like, Dean, we got to go take out Homelander. And I think it's really funny. They're calling him Dean and Sam and all that stuff. And they, like, the lines are all different because they start making reference to stuff that happened in Supernatural. He goes, they want to ban porn. They want to ban busty Asian beauties, which is something that Dean, his character, loves in Supernatural. He goes, well, that would be a problem for me personally, which is like taking the line of the abortion line. But
yeah,
which also fucking hysterical. They want to ban abortion. Well,
that'd be
banning abortion would be a big problem for me.
No,
dude had the top 5 lines of the season.
They just gave him a lot of just like good quips, just like good. Just
I don't know who thought of these sentences. Like, man, what's the point of being bald down there?
Yeah, like it's being bald down there if I don't get a face full of like.
What's the point of going down there if you gotta get a face full of fur? You gotta draw the words fur.
It's just the most like what. I don't know. Like I guess somebody spent time with their old man. They were like, "You say some insane shit."
Oh, you gotta go hang out with the grandfather that fought in World War II or some shit.
Yeah, like because that's just old people just say crazy things, and it's just like, you know what? Hell yeah, dude. But it's just an age. But no, that was a great episode, honestly. The ending, I know a lot of weirdos online didn't like the way like Homelander was portrayed, but I'm like, how else was he supposed to go out?
People keep pointing out power scaling and how fast he moves, and like he should have been able to get out of the room before Ryan hit him. But also, who cares?
Yeah,
it's a show.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, let's not try to play the logic game in a
world where there's dudes flying.
Yeah, well, in a world where one of the superheroes' power is a prehensile dick.
You know, I will say this:
a dick with its own mind. Like
they overdid that when they did the testicle dude in the old person home.
I mean, to be honest, I was already fed up with the amount of like just dick jokes and just like references.
Not even dick jokes, but the amount of like superheroes that involved an ass or superpowers that involved an ass or your dick. I was just like shock value was gone after the first guy from Hero. After the guy from Herogasm.
Yeah,
the giant testicle dude didn't do much for me. Now I will say the dude who was like an anteater or whatever or a worm who could just eat the ground and then shit it out immediately.
A mole man, yeah.
Yeah, that was actually kind of funny. Yeah. No, he had one of the best lines in the season where he goes, "The Taylor Sheridan AI doesn't take any notes."
Yeah, that was
that was pretty great. It was pretty good.
They're like good spots where they get a good chuck out of you.
Because you forget the show has some really good writing when they try.
Yeah.
The show has some bad writing in it sometimes, but like the scene where Frenchie's dying in the second to last episode, and he's like, "I bet you've never danced a day in your life." Fucking cold.
Fucking great.
It's fucking cold. But you know what's annoying? You don't see Frenchie dying. Like, well, you see him dying, but you don't see like the death shot to him.
I thought he just died from radiation.
No, because apparently Anthony Starr posted a photo with him and Frenchie, and there's like a hand mark because they have like a prosthetic there for him to get his hand. Like that's why he was bleeding.
Oh.
Not the radiation's not going to just. I mean, it could peel your skin obviously and make you bleed that way, but he was bleeding from his stomach because Homelander like threw him or whatever, and like punched into his stomach.
Huh.
But they cut that out for a dog and cat sniffing ass scene.
I don't know, man.
I will say, you could have cut out the bounty hunter guy. Didn't need him.
Yeah, didn't need any of them.
I didn't need the teen group. You could clearly tell that they hadn't canceled Gen V season 3 yet because I feel like counting Crow Girl, that MM like she was supposed to show up at like Gen V season 3 probably.
Yeah, I remember I saw a tweet. It was like, "Oh wow, MM saving this girl. She's gonna come up and save MM's life." And then they referenced the tweet. They said like, "Yeah, I was fucking wrong. Like, she just doesn't show back up ever again."
Never. But granted, she only has one crow left, so she used to have a bunch.
Yeah, and the cat chick kept eating them all. It was fucked up.
It's hilarious. You can't go. Do you think she was bored with those crows then, or like did she just randomly like acquire the crows? Because that's a really $1 million question. Because if she can't get more, when did she start with the crows? Because you have your powers from baby.
Maybe I don't know
a baby. So
maybe they just hang out whatever ever since she was born, and they were like, "Oh, look at all my crows," and she killed them all. But now, yeah, like the end, I think it was fine. I think it was great. It was fitting, made sense.
They did just slap Gen V. If you're a fan of Gen V, they did slap you in the face.
Yeah, I'm sorry, all the Gen V fans. I mean, Gen V season 1 was great. Season 2
was.
It was a little clunky, but like
give it an asterisk though because the guy died.
Yeah, like you give Gen V season 2 grace because one of their main actors.
We're
died.
shitting on the story, not the acting.
No, it's very clunky, but it worked.
I mean, I enjoyed it. Thomas Godolkin was like a really cool.
He was a really cool villain.
I would have honestly kept him for like 2 seasons.
I wouldn't have killed him. I was actually very upset that.
He should have been like they should have had the one dude get replaced. They should have flipped the actors though. They should have had the dude who dates Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Be Cyphers, and Thomas Godolkin should have been the other guy.
Yeah.
Because he was so much more intimidating as like an actor. The other dude gave off like school principal vibes. The guy who was playing Godolkin, or you know what I'm trying to say, Cyphers, he should have been like the body in the thing for some, and in my opinion, because he was just menacing.
Oh yeah, I agree, and I honestly I would very like to see more of him. And I remember they were all like. Also, the other thing that sucks about Gen V and like The Boys season 5 is they're making Marie Moreau this like superpowered, like she's the only one that can like stop Homelander.
She is an apex predator. But you know what? You can't control your powers, Marie. You're not going to do it. You got to go drive to Canada.
Yeah. And
also, I like how the one girl was just ever in it from Gen V and The Boys. Like you had the shrinking girl, you had London or whatever, the guy who could change between a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
And then you had Marie, but you never had the girl who could do the mind stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where she disappeared off to.
She was on the wall with them where they said they were rounding up all the
the psychics?
Psychics. She was one of the psychics on the wall. Besides her.
Like,
she even tweeted that, like, they didn't tell me they were going to use my photo. It's pretty funny. I really like Gen V. I wish it continued. I'm excited for Vought Rising, even though it's clearly a money grab. But the reason I think they should have done Vought Rising before Gen V season, or The Boys season 5, I feel like it would have just made it hit more. Get a little background on the Soldier Boy.
Like all these,
you would have learned maybe.
Like, why does him and Bombsight hate each other? I don't know.
Maybe we could. We also probably could have gotten a little more like the Liberty line or the Clara line. Maybe would have made more sense.
Yeah.
And you could have been. Maybe we're hinting at. Maybe they had a bad falling out, so maybe that's why he just mentioned the hero-gasm thing, or some shit.
I don't know, but I mean, like, I don't know. That's The Boys. It ended fine.
Overall, solid,
enjoyable.
Season 1 through 3 though are peak TV.
Yeah. Season 3
is my favorite season for sure.
It was.
That's when like the shock value was at the highest, but the story was also very interesting.
Yeah. Before we move off of The Boys, one quick thing. The guy that plays the Deep, fantastic asshole.
Chase Crawford.
Yeah, Chase Crawford.
The
fantastic,
greatest piece of shit of all time is what I tweeted that.
Yes, and him and Starlight's fight where she's like, "Come on, man."
I've never seen someone be like, "I don't want character growth."
Yeah, you just actively been like, "No, I'm not doing anything," and just actively staying a horrible person.
Theory.
I think it's fantastic.
I saw one really interesting theory that the Deep has like a sense of schizophrenia in a sense. So like obviously he can hear the fish talking to him.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But I read a thing that says it's his own mind talking back to him. Like his subconscious. And so that's why he wasn't allowed in the water. Because like how would any of the fish known that it was his. First of all, it wasn't even his fault that the oil thing happened. So why are they all blaming him?
Yeah.
So like maybe subconsciously he is, and that's why it's projected onto the fish, and they're blaming him. And like Eric Kripke said that octopus that like killed him at the end was Ambrosia's cousin.
Oh.
But like how would exactly? So like there's one theory that says his ability to talk to fish is actually his own mind coming out through the fish. So it's like his schizophrenia.
Yeah. That's fun. Why is his mind Samuel L. Jackson then?
I don't know, but that was fucking great.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was great. That was great.
I thought he was going to call him a bitch-ass nigga. I legit, I thought I swear to God, he was going to call him a nigga.
He should have.
Like, you motherfucking
I think
nigga.
that would have been the only N-word in the entire show.
Honestly, yeah, because MM doesn't say it much, but...
I don't think MM says it at all.
No.
Because who's he going to say it to? He's with all white people.
You can still say it to him.
I mean, he can, but like, it doesn't happen as naturally.
No, but that was great. I guess we can go on to Mortal Kombat. Talk about Mortal Kombat.
We can talk about Mortal Kombat and that campy ass movie.
Yeah, it's a Mortal Kombat movie. Surprise, surprise.
It's better than better than the first one.
Yes, I agree to that.
And I'm so happy. Spoiler alert. So let's just get that out of the way now. We're gonna say some spoilers for the entire movie. Fuck Cole.
I feel bad for the actor.
I don't.
It's not his fault that the first movie they were like, you know what everybody likes about Mortal Kombat. We're our own OC. Everybody loves OCs from like from solidified IPs, man. Like, oh man, you want to see Scorpion? Nah, not yet. What if we get Scorpion's long lost descendant? And it's like, who the fuck is this guy?
Cole, and what's his power? He's got the Black Panther suit built into him, basically.
Yes.
He just absorbs kinetic energy.
And pushes it back in, and I'm like...
And has those weird chuck things.
And tonfas.
That's what they're called. Yeah, I don't know the fucking terms.
Yeah, he's got the tonfas.
But like, the COVID movie was so boring. I remember it took me 2 watches to get through it.
I don't know. I watched it with my roommate Christian. He knows more about the Mortal Kombat lore and like all the characters. Than
I've played a lot of Mortal Kombat games. I don't really know the lore that well though. I think I've played like 7 of the games.
It's pretty intricate. It's not that bad.
Like
for fighting game standards and stories, it's not that bad.
It's the standard, but the first one I ever played was Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, which is objectively one of the worst ones they have. But for me, so fun because I got to be Batman and I got to fight Liu Kang.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Which I don't know if that's ever a realistic fight. Who wins in that battle, Batman or Liu Kang?
Probably Liu Kang.
He's got fireball, so yeah.
He's got literal fire dragons. Speaking of Liu Kang in the fucking film,
played by the Black Ranger from the 2017 Power Rangers movie. Fun fact.
Oh.
Yeah. Leanne Liu or whatever I don't know how to say the actor's name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that shit horribly.
Fun thing about Liu Kang, we were watching it when he's like fighting Shao Kahn, and he gets impaled, and he's like, I gotta go find my brother, dude. And I'm out. And he fucks off. That was arguably so fucking funny. Like,
I gotta go find Kung Lao or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I gotta go find my brother. And he just fucks off into just wherever. And that was just so I just looked at Christian. I'm like, sure, fuck it, why not? It just felt so random. I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll rock with it. That was so funny. At the end, they don't even try to like subtly pretend like there's not going to be a third film. Like, yay guys, we got to go find all of our friends now. And
oh yeah, they set up a third film.
Yeah, like it wasn't even subtle. It was like, our job's not done, we got to go get our friends.
Yeah,
and that's fine. And also, what I like about the nice part about the Mortal Kombat movie is that it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it understands that like death is not permanent in Mortal Kombat.
No, you can be brought back to life like Kano. Yeah,
and they make it just so casual, so clean. It's like, yeah, people can come back to life, die, come back to like it. It's fine. It even happens in the game.
Do you?
And I respect that.
Do you know the actor who played Kano? Do you recognize him from anywhere?
He looks familiar.
Yeah, I clocked it. I didn't pick up the first time I watched the movie because I just didn't really think about it. But this time, because I was in the theater, it's the dude from Superstore. He was the pharmacist, and he's also the doctor in Dennis Medical. Both on NBC.
Fascinating. He was very entertaining.
He was the funniest one.
Like, I don't know if they didn't give Keith Urban a lot to work with Johnny Cage. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But
Carl Urban?
Did I say Keith Urban?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did say Keith Urban. Carl Urban. Yeah.
Does he have his blue jeans on?
Is that a Keith Urban song?
Yeah, it is.
Whoops. I don't fucking know. My bad, Carl. They didn't give Carl a lot to work with.
No, he had like no lines, really. I mean, he did, but he
they didn't feel impactful.
No, he just kind of unlocked his power.
Everybody else does, yeah.
Yeah, I love how it's just kicking and punching.
Yeah,
like his power is just big, Johnny Cage.
I did think it was funny. I was like, hey man, what's your powers? I ain't got none. You just a regular dude?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Same energy as the cartoon movie Justice League War. He goes, you're after some guy in a bat suit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, like, they gave Kano, like, every time he was on the screen, very fucking funny. Came back to life. He's like, hey, man, I stole that fair and square.
That's mine.
That's mine. He's like, hey, man, where's my eyeball? You said you're going to give me my eye back. And then he rolls it like, oh, don't roll it on the ground.
Oh, blood. Can you make another?
Like, oh, this is HD. That shit was just so funny.
What is this, 4K?
Like, it was, I was like, this dude's funny. And then you get to Carl Urban, Johnny Cage, which is just like, where is the bravado asshole?
Yeah, he was actually very likable.
Yeah, he was just very like, I'm down, I'm a old guy.
Well, maybe if he was younger.
Yeah, he was, you know.
If he was like a young Johnny Cage who was still like a movie star when they pulled him.
Yeah. Just wasn't that big of a fan of him, personally.
No, he felt shoehorned in.
He felt like he was there.
It felt like they had to put in Johnny Cage in this one. I would have put him in the first one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Or I would have killed him immediately. Hype him up for the entire movie in the trailers and just do what they originally did and always just kill him right off.
Bro, the way they killed, what's his face?
Cole,
very fucked
brutal.
Up. Very fucked. I knew that nigga was gonna die. I was like, hey, this is Mortal Kombat.
Also,
I left my wife and my child to come fight here, and if I die, it's worth it.
What makes no sense?
You're gonna die.
I feel like Shao Kahn should have had more warriors, and he shouldn't have been one of the fighters.
Shao Kahn's one of the powerfulest dudes in the world, man. In the Mortal Kombat universe.
I get it. But when you play the game, you always fight Shao Kahn last.
Yeah.
It's not like your first fight in the tournament. That's ass.
I don't know. I guess they wanted to
Hydrogen Bob versus Coughing Baby.
They wanted to give Cole a cool way to go out. It's like, oh, you didn't die by some random bitch.
I thought he had a chance to win, and then I forgot the dude had a healing factor.
Yeah, they gave him invulnerability, which is just annoying bullshit, but whatever.
Yeah, that was just...
You got to extend the movie somehow. Yeah, it was...
Katana's character introduction was fine.
That's fine.
Noob Saibot was pretty cool.
Yeah, Noob Saibot coming. Also, another funny thing, when they go to the Nether Realm, and they're talking to Scorpion like, "Hey, we need a guide. We gotta find this thing." And he's like, "Nah, I'm at peace. I'm fine." They're like, "Hey man, you know that nigga Sub-Zero? He's back." And he's like, "What?" And that nigga suits up immediately, and that's funny. That nigga heard his op was still alive. He
was on site, literally.
He came like, nah, that shit can't stand. And I thought that was very funny.
You know, as a kid, because I didn't really know the story with anything, I just looked at the characters like, this guy's cool, this guy's not. I thought Scorpion was the evil one, and I thought Sub-Zero was like the good guy for the longest time.
No, that's how I thought too. And then like my friend told me like the story of like
Scorpion's actually like trying to avenge his family or whatever.
Yeah, because like Sub-Zero came, killed his family, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
It's very similar to like Master Splinter and Shredder. They're dynamic.
Yeah,
because Shredder killed Master Splinter's wife, and that's why they're on site all the time. If you didn't know that, there's a few iterations. If you're not going off the '90s movies where it was just a rat that learned how to do kung fu or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, like a rat. But like that's the
way I know.
The one, in the 2003 series as well as the 2012 series, he's a normal dude who had his wife and who had his daughter stolen, who is Karai.
Nice.
And his wife was killed by Shredder.
Very nice.
So that's how it's almost identical.
Huh.
Except he steals the daughter. Shredder steals Splinter's daughter and lies to Splinter lies to Karai saying Splinter's the reason your mom's dead. Very common tropes. Like I was just telling my dad.
Yeah.
I don't think Mortal Kombat's a good movie, but if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, it'll be a fun movie.
Yes, that is exactly
that's the correct, I think.
That when me and Christian left was not a fantastic, like wasn't like the best film you'll see, but
that's the same kind of vibe I had with the 2017 Power Ranger movie, which is a movie I personally love.
I think that was fine. I think it got overrated.
I think Power Rangers 2017 is a better movie than Mortal Kombat for sure.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see
but like it's a pure movie.
Yeah,
but it's the same kind of vibe. It's campy. It's weird. It's an IP that's already established. It has its fan base. If you're part of that fan base, you'll like this story. It's not like the '90s Mortal Kombat movies where you're like pissed because it's bad. These are respectful to the story to a degree, and they're good. They're just not great movies. It's just as good as you can make a Mortal Kombat movie. To also include the fan service, to have the proper camera angles, to do that weird, like where we would do like
the 2D,
yeah, and then it would do like the swooping shot to where it would cut over to like how the video game looks to where they're fight. I did love the way they did the shots for the fight scenes.
Yeah,
it was very much. I loved the inclusion of some stuff that was very much hints to stuff that you would do in the game, like playing with the environment, like jumping off stuff or throwing things from the environment in a fight.
Yeah, and then when Katana and Johnny Cage are fighting, and he's like, finish him, and he's just, you can just sit there and let them fall, and that was nice.
But, this seems like a really easy transition with the cat. We should talk about obsession.
That's an awful transition, but a good one nonetheless. That is crazy. Why don't we talk about obsession? Because that's the main thing.
That's what everyone's talking about. I'm seeing it all over social media.
You could say people are
obsessed. Yeah, fuck you for that a little bit. I even did it with you.
Obsession. If you hadn't heard about this film, where have you been?
It's the #1 movie in America, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Less than $1 million budget. It's tracking. It's already made over $20 million.
It's the first film in the 21st century to make 30% more than its opening weekend in its second weekend.
Yeah, word of mouth is crazy on this one.
It's
because this movie doesn't have any stars or anyone that you know from it.
No.
The only person who is kind of known is
the director.
But the girl too. She was on Superman and Lois.
I didn't know that.
She played Lana Lang's daughter.
I've never seen Superman.
I was a CW guy, so I've seen every CW ever show. Yeah, Indy, I'm forgetting the actress's name. I'm not great with actresses' names sometimes. She was the daughter of Clark Kent's first love interest, Lana Lang, as you would know from Smallville in the comics.
Yeah.
But she plays the love interest for one of Clark's kids.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she wasn't fired from the show, but her role was reduced because of budget constraints, so she became a series regular as opposed to like a cast member.
She just show up every now and then.
Yeah, she was in the show far, far less. But it's great seeing her in this, and
she was fantastic.
Because I've always thought she was great. I've always kind of had a crush on her, just from like a fan perspective. But she was great.
Good thing you don't have a Willow.
I would not have wished that.
No, that was crazy. If you don't know what obsession is, it is. Quick synopsis is about this.
Do a quick little rundown. We got a guy named Bear, a guy named Ian.
Yep.
Best friends. It opens up with them having a nice little conversation. Bear's trying to tell another girl how he feels.
Yes, and was it Becca, right? Mm-hmm. That's the character's name.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got this like unrequited like love. He's had a crush on I believe it's Becca for who knows how long in the timeline that we're dropped into it. And
we have Nikki and Sarah. I don't know where the fuck you got. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck you got Becca from.
I don't know.
Freaky Nikki, as you know.
Yeah, common white woman name is Becca. So, apologies.
The garage is opening.
Yeah, that's fine.
Our fucking 5-star studio out here.
Yes. Yeah, we get Nikki. Bear, deeply in love with Nikki, just doesn't have
the most evil piece of shit.
In the beginning, I could resonate with him, because it's scary. It's scary to put yourself out there and to tell somebody how you truly feel, because rejection is so scary.
You could also argue it's selfish, though.
Oh, very.
He's incredibly selfish, and not like his character. Yes, very selfish. But you can also argue it's selfish to keep those feelings in bound, and to not tell her how she feels, not tell her how he feels.
Yes, and I can understand like why he wouldn't, because he's like because when you do something like that,
it completely changes the friendship. It's forever.
forever.
That group will be done. And they all work together too.
Yes, and it's a thing where it's like,
fucking.
I want to.
They all work for Andy Richter.
Yeah,
which is so fucking funny to me. Like I didn't pick up that it was Andy Richter for the first 45 minutes of the movie.
Because he's like, I want to tell her, but like, I don't want to ruin our entire friendship. And like, these are like valid things. Like, oh, I get it. And they're at trivia night, and he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
He's like, don't do it. I fucking love trivia, man. Don't do it.
This is the one night a week I have. I fucking love trivia. Which, you know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Our friend Maggie, I invited her to see a movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what it was. It was on a Thursday. She goes, I really want to go, but I'm sorry. I have a standing trivia appointment, and I can't.
She does trivia?
Yeah, she does trivia every Thursday. I think it's every Thursday she does trivia, and she does not miss it. She does not miss it.
Oh, wow.
Because I called her, and she goes, she had her phone on D&D. She goes, I'm in trivia. Don't bother me right now.
Oh, my Lord. Standing trivia is crazy.
Yes, a dog has entered.
There are no dogs in this film. But he's just sniffing.
There are no dogs in this film, luckily, or she would have fucking fed it to him.
Yes.
Let's go into some depth here. One, I think Andy Richter used a willow tree. It's a theory I have. He's got 4 people working at a music store.
Yeah, I don't know how you support
How was he paying for that? That did not look like a busy store.
How's he paying? Like, I don't know how he pays their salaries or their paychecks and nothing. I know it's a music store, but you don't make a lot. I mean, of course, selling instruments, they're very expensive.
Instruments are very expensive, but we didn't see any customers.
No. But Maggie trivia is crazy. I can't get over that.
Something that the audience will not care about. But yeah,
don't even know who that is. But
picture.
Yeah, bam.
This is Maggie. This is the homegirl.
Yeah,
we love her. I saw Bruno Mars with her about 2 weeks ago. We love her. She is the homie for life.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. She is Maggie is the collective glue that holds. We were in a friend group in college, Devonte and I, and she was in that too.
Yeah.
She's the only one we still talk to, pretty much.
Honestly, yeah. And I don't talk to. I mean, I talk to you more.
Well, obviously,
but
we're doing this. That's different. Yeah. We also became actual friends outside of work. So same with Maggie. But you can cut this if we need to. This is kind of just some fodder. But yeah. I'm seeing Will in a few weeks as well. So Fetty Wap is coming to town.
You seeing Fetty Wap with Will?
I'm seeing Fetty Wap with Maggie, Will, Caleb, my friend Evan, and his girlfriend Coral. It's $80. It's at The Truth, which is a brand new music venue.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've never heard of that venue.
Neither have I.
Fetty Wap? Where's my invite?
You can go. It's like $80 a ticket. Go buy a ticket.
I don't want to. I'm mainly just joking. Hey, pick your feet up, buddy.
Overall, I just found Obsession just so interesting.
Because
the Wishers are not inherently evil.
No.
The Curry Barker, Barker is his last name.
Yeah.
Great director. This is a great
debut.
Yeah, great debut. I mean, I've kind of been a fan of him. I don't want to sound like, man, I've been there since day one. I've been fucking following that YouTube channel since it had 0 subscribers. No, I haven't. I think I saw his work probably about a year ago. It was just one of his TikToks or YouTube clips that came up. There was one about where he's like selling free samples or whatever, and guy goes, oh, by the way, only take a half. He goes, what did you do? That's pure LSD. I told you to take half a sip. Because why are you portioning about like this then? He goes, to show how strong it is. To show that you only need half a sip. and then the guy who plays Ian goes, I have the most important job interview of my life in an hour. Fuck. What? He goes, can't do that, man. You're fucked. Go to a field. Let's experience it. You're fucked. But I saw some clips from him. Been a fan. And I was listening to The Big Picture with Sean Fantasy and Amanda Dobbins. And they referenced it when they were talking about TIFF. Film Festival, because that's where this premiered, and they talked about it, and they mentioned that, and I was like, oh, I didn't know he was making a whole thing, and then the Backrooms is happening this year, and we have a bunch of young horror filmmakers, so that's kind of how I heard about him, and I heard, like I was saying, about a year and a half ago about him, probably when this movie was being filmed is when I heard of him.
You know, I heard about this film, I didn't know anything about him, pretty much, and then after I saw the film, I started seeing more and more of his comedy sketches on TikTok and all that, and I'm like, oh, this guy's funny.
From all the interviews I've watched, he said something, and I'm going to paraphrase here, not a direct quote. He wanted to make Key and Peele style sketches.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But with movie quality production. Because he said, I wanted him to almost feel like you took a scene out of a movie, and you just saw that out of context in a clip. With the production cost, the everything. And you kind of notice it, their YouTube videos have some great production on them.
Yeah, I have to check out his YouTube page.
Well, the YouTube, the TikTok, they're the exact same thing. They're
just,
they're just clips of it. He's got longer, short films on the YouTube, but I'm saying, his TikTok is pretty much just the YouTube. It's very similar. Mm-hmm. But, you're seeing, these really high-quality things. Because he's from Mobile, Alabama.
Wow.
Near us. moved to film school in L.A. I think it was 18, 20 range, because he's 25, 26 now. Met Ian, the guy who plays Ian in the movie.
Yeah.
In film school. They filmed their first sketch like that same week they met, and dropped out of film school and moved in together a year later and started doing their videos full time.
Oh wow.
And so they're like best friends.
I respect that. You know, I love
that he put him in the movie too. Yeah. Not as the main character. Because honestly, I don't know, I'm not saying talent-wise. Maybe he's just not there yet. He probably can get there. I just think this actor the guy who played Bear was a great pick. He played just such a lonely, sad boy fuck, and he was great. No offense to you. You sold it well.
No, he was real great.
He was a pick-me guy. He was kind of like a where's my hug guy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not as, like, creepy about it. I mean, it was more of like he has no self-confidence, and he's just a spineless, weak little pussy. And, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fantastic person to hate. But, like, in the beginning, you don't really
You're kind of rooting for him.
Yeah, because you get to that point where, like...
At least if you're a guy and you've ever had a crush on someone, you get, like, the perspective in the idea. I can get why a woman would, from their perspective, be like, oh, he's a creep from the entire movie. And I fully see that.
Yeah.
But from, like, a guy's perspective, if you've ever had a crush on someone that you're also friends with, I kind of get how he started mentality-wise. Everything after the fact, no, I don't understand. But... up until the point of breaking the willow, I kind of get, like, the mindset of he was just like, I don't think she could like me because this is also going to ruin our friend group. I'm just scared. I get all this other stuff. I kind of get that mindset to a degree. Not to that same degree, but...
No, and then, I mean, we get to the point before we even get to the main part of the film is he buys the willow. He doesn't think it's real. And then he has the opportunity to express his feelings.
I didn't know if he was buying the willow at first as a gift for her.
He was.
Yeah, because I thought he was gonna give it to her as a gag gift. But what's even funnier, and someone pointed this out on TikTok, that like she broke her necklace that she wore for protection. The day she broke it, she gets possessed in a sense. She's no, because you have to accept magic works in this world.
Yeah.
So theoretically, those protection spells and all those other things could work as well too.
Yeah.
And so I saw another thing that says that's why they never go in Nikki's house, because she probably has a bunch of like crystals and all that stuff that are protective that would have maybe expelled the possession.
Yeah.
And so that's why you never go back. You never go into her house.
That's
in the movie.
Fun theory.
Yeah.
I really thought about it too much.
There's a lot of theories with the movie that work well because the director's hasn't just come out and be like, no, you're wrong. No.
It's fun.
He's been like, it's open to interpretation, which has been really cool. And I really like what he said.
As most things should be left to, depending on like the quality.
I really like how he said he wanted to do like, he goes, none of this is real or set in stone. This is just me talking right now. But I would love to do like another movie or a TV show specifically.
Yeah, where he was like, every episode is just somebody's wish.
But the first episode I could direct, but then after that you could do different directors with different styles. You could do like a Tarantino-esque one, a Stanley Kubrick-esque one. You could do a Paul Thomas Anderson. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be. There could be an actual. It could also be an actual good one. It could be a horror. You could be one where nothing bad happens and you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Yeah,
which would be really cool. Which I would watch the fuck out of that.
Oh no, I think it'd be fun. But I mean, going back to the main parts of the film and what I really enjoyed about it is, once he makes that wish, once he loses out on his own opportunity through his own volition, through his own cowardice.
She straight up asks him, "Do you like me, Bear?" Yeah. Right now, tell me.
And he's like, I like you as a friend, and he ruins his own opportunity.
I don't think he ever actually had a chance with Nikki.
No,
at all. And I think if he had said yes, she would have been like, "I love you, Bear, but as a brother" or some shit.
Yeah.
Which, if you've ever been told that,
it sucks. But you know,
it's like getting a fucking javelin through the heart.
Yeah, you kind of pick up your pieces and you just keep rocking. But no,
or if you're me, you go to the gym a lot.
And then it was even after like when he breaks it and like that initial snap, and he even knows like. This is weird and unnatural, but like
but he just accepts it.
Yeah, he's like
he knows what he's doing. He knows something. He knows like she does not actually like me.
Yeah,
like that she's somehow been possessed. But I've seen one. There hasn't been like any confirmation on how the possession. It's not possession. I saw one that it's a manifest. I saw one that it was a manifestation of his obsession with her takes over her body. And so that's why she starts saying things like, my cat died today. Because it's really him who's taken over her body. It's just the part of him that is obsessed with her. And the idea of, like, what her being obsessed with him would be like. So it's, like, partly him that's possessing her.
Yeah, that's neat. I don't know.
It's like his obsession is possessing her.
Yeah. Again, that's a That's a fun idea.
Yeah, and that's why like there was moments where she was escaping from it and all that other stuff, or like when he says, "Stay here and don't do anything weird," and then she just stands there all day and pisses and shits on herself.
Yeah, and these are other like fantastic like parts within the film that are really great. Honestly, Nikki, the actress that plays Nikki, does a fantastic job being able to just flip between the two.
Yeah,
you can see real Nikki trying to come out every now and then and like break through. Like the initial part where like Bear and like Nikki like are first together, you can see like both parts are like fighting, and like he gets freaked out. It's like, "Whoa, what's going on?" It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And then like,
"Are you mad?"
Yeah, that switch. And was like, okay, that was weird.
It's creepy. The director said he didn't want to do necessarily jump scares in the movie. There is jump scares, obviously. It's a horror movie, but not to the same degree. He goes, I really wanted to give the people the feeling of, oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's
not like a sense of unease. Yes. Yeah. So like when she walks backwards when you first see her, fucking creepy. Or when she goes into the corner of the room while walking backwards. Yeah, creepy as fuck.
Another way that like helps give that like creepiness is lighting and like purposeful lighting. And some movies that you see nowadays are Netflix. Dark because just poor lighting, nobody gives a shit. But here, the darkness is intentional. Yeah. When she's in the corner,
the color grading of this whole film is just great.
Yeah, when she's in the corner, and he's like, "Nikki, where are you?" And like, I can't even see where she's at. Like, and then she just pops up in the corner. Like, oh shit, that's fucking weird. And every time we get like demented Nikki, her face is obscured by shadow. Every time she does something, it is on purpose to show you like this is not the real Nikki. It's a shell.
The actress who plays Nikki, Indy, I believe her name is, she posted a photo of the makeup for like, when she was standing in the corner. They made her face gray and they like painted on a smile on her face. She almost looks like the Babadook.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But like the lighting with, and it's all just so perfectly done. And every time that happens, every time like I see like whenever time I was watching Nikki, and I could like, you could tell like that demonic switch happened when you don't see her face. And I think it's just so well done because just naturally as humans, we're always looking to find, we see faces in everything. It's just naturally.
Yeah, like so we look at a car or anything like that. Yeah.
And not being able to see her face gives that whole unsettling feeling of just like, this isn't natural. This is weird. It gives that a whole new level of like that like weirdness that he's going for, that unsettling feeling, you know?
No, I completely agree, and it's honestly terrifying the entire time.
You know,
I wasn't necessarily like scared the same way I was the first time I saw The Conjuring, but I was full of anxiety the whole movie.
No, and honestly, it didn't feel like a traditional scary movie, and I think that's where, just personally, I think that's where
this movie flourishes.
Horror movies are starting to transition to.
I mean, we're getting to a great period for horror films.
Of course you're gonna have your slashers, your like jump scare ones, but like those films, they have their audience. Some people just want to go there and get scared,
which is not my go-to. I'm not a big fan of those kind of horror movies. I've seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's fine. It's not for me. Nightmare on Elm Street. Seen them. I'm not a big fan of like some dudes going around just trying to kill everybody. That's not my go-to.
Yeah, the slashers
for a scary movie. I like more psychological, thriller-esque.
Yeah, where like the horror in itself is the suspense. You don't know what's gonna happen next. You get a little body horror here and there, but the new era of like horror movies, at least the ones that like have captured the cultural zeitgeist that we have right now, are you get the obsessions,
weapons.
I
want to point out. You're the reason I've seen both these movies, because I've never really watched horror movies or gone out of my way to see them. You know me, I'm more of like a rom-com or like a drama kind of guy. But you got me to see Weapons last year. Really opened my eyes up to some things. Then I watched some other movies, like Blair Witch Project and some other things like that after the fact, because I was like, oh, I'm more open to this. Because as a kid, I was always just scared of the concept of horror movies, and it took me probably till big 24 to realize, oh, they're not that bad. Just because at the one time I saw a horror movie in theaters, I had nightmares for weeks about it. Fuck you, Conjuring.
No, I mean, I'm along with you. I don't go out of my way to watch horror films, but I will entertain a horror film if it gives you. For me, I like films that like pose questions, whether it be supernatural, psychological, or just personal philosophical questions. And horror movies are a great medium to touch on all these subjects. And I usually go to find those films that like touch on these aspects and
I think another thing
are
that's
more
helped
than
me
just like trying to scare you.
As I've gotten older, I stopped caring more about the genre of film I'm going to see, and I more started to look at what director is putting out a film. That's what I go to see. I'm looking for a specific director or a specific. When I was younger, it was more actors. I was drawn towards the actor. I didn't even think about directors. Like I loved Michael J. Fox. I loved Ralph Macchio. I would just go out of my way to watch actors' movies. So like I've seen every Michael J. Fox movie, for example. But now, as I've gotten older, I more care about the director, and I can get a sense of like what kind of expect. Yeah, exactly. One of my favorite things in the world, this is kind of a tangent, is when someone tells me their favorite kind of movie, or like they just list a couple movies that they love, and they don't realize that they're all by the same director. And I always think that's so funny. Because I met someone one time who was like, my favorite movies are The Campaign and Vice.
Huh.
Both made by Adam McKay. And I just think that's very funny.
That is hilarious, actually.
Yeah, and they have no idea those things are tied. It's one of my favorite moments to happen when talking about movies with someone.
And that's...
when like they don't know that they like a certain style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm a little bit different. I of course, I see who's directing it and like the actors in it. I'm like, all right, it's cool. But I usually, anything that's like new, I usually like, what's the premise? Like, what's the story?
That's purely fair. I go into it trying not to know anything about the story. I went into Obsession. All I knew was I was by Curry Barker and that it was a horror movie. I didn't know anything else. That's what I prefer. Like Weapons, had no knowledge going into it. I prefer to see. If it's a superhero movie, I will watch a trailer. That's different. Yeah. But I won't watch a trailer for any movies that I think are more of a drama-esque kind of thing, where you don't really need a trailer. You just need the concept or the plot.
Yeah, and that's when I first heard of Obsessions, I was scrolling through Twitter, and then I was like, a new horror movie about a guy that makes a wish to have this girl like obsess over him. Like, that's an interesting twist.
Like Judd Apatow said it. People go to movies for plot. They like a movie for the story.
Yeah.
Like, a plot is what sells you. Like, Superbad's a great example. Like, the plot of Superbad is just 3 dudes trying to get laid before college.
Yeah.
But that's a terrible plot. The story is amazing, though, because people think they want plot, but they really want story, and that's why these movies are working so well, because the plot of A Wish is not new. No. But the story of how they did it.
A wish being twisted,
there's been
not new.
That's the most common trope with a genie or anything you find. There's always some asterisk next to it.
The literal monkey ball.
Yeah.
And what's so unique about this is, I don't know, maybe it's just because, I don't know, you're in that, like, a lot of people, especially nowadays, are in that, like, that age of, always trying to find the one, trying to, like, cultivate relationships in some way, shape, or form.
We're both single, by the way.
Yes. And that feeling of, like, that unrequited love and, like, that, like, longing.
Humans crave it.
Yeah. And I think that's what, like, makes it interesting, because it's like, in a day and age, there's a lot more just like single, I won't say lonely individuals, but a lot more like single individuals.
In a world where you can connect with everyone so easily, you also feel the most lonely now.
Yeah.
It's very simple. Which, it's just, it's a weird time period we're in.
Yeah, and I think that's why it resonates so well, just that you're looking for that connection. And Obsession fucking hits the mark on it and makes it just a fantastic film. We like, as the film goes on, we get more into we get to see more of a character study on Bear.
Yeah, and it's really interesting because some women I've talked to who have watched the movie said they hated Bear from the second the movie started. Like, he just gave off these like, oh, I'm sad, lonely, I need the attention.
Yeah, he didn't
actually do anything to deserve it or do anything to make Nikki actually like him. Like, what he's just kind of there and hoping that he likes the idea of her. We don't even know if he really likes her, because we saw that he doesn't like when she's fully obsessed with him.
Yeah.
MJ, what are you doing? Well, you want to talk about the cat?
Not really. I think we should stick with Bear, man. I'm not. The cat thing was so fucked up.
I have a question then. How could he have worded the wish for it to have worked out better? Because it's clearly how you word it, and they are very exact. Because this whole movie is basically the tragic story of a woman losing her autonomy.
Yeah.
Like, he takes away her autonomy completely, and like the way he could have phrased, like, I hope they have a healthy relationship, or something.
I genuinely don't think there is a.
You cannot wish for someone to love you and for it to not be
morally correct way to make that wish.
There's not a morally correct way because no matter what you do, you're taking away someone's autonomy.
Yeah,
because she's no longer making the decisions. Clearly, she doesn't like Bear. She likes Ian, at least enough to fuck him.
Yeah, and there is no more way to make that wish correct. And like we even get that opportunity where he calls the number on the back. And he's talking to him.
Speaking of which, do you know who that voice was?
Yeah, you told me.
That was the director. Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know that when at the time. I was like, that's fun.
I picked up on it immediately. Like I heard it, I was like, oh shit.
And he's like, hey, like you want to cancel a wish? Like, no, I just want to change it.
Which right there, you were like, oh, he's a piece of shit.
Like, oh, this dude doesn't care.
He just wants his goal to come out.
Because he's happy that she likes him, but he just wants it to be changed a bit. He wants to tweak. It's like, oh, she likes me, but she's a little weird. But we can still keep this because this is nice. Just make her less weird. It's like, dog, like you're so obsessed with yourself and like this situation going on.
He's a full-blown narcissist in this movie.
Yeah, and like you don't care about this individual. And when he's like, oh, we can't cancel, like we can't change the wish. Can we cancel it then? He's like, no. Do you want to hear Nikki though? And then you get her and screaming on the phone. That was like probably one of the most scariest parts of the film.
Where do you think she was?
Purgatory. I don't know. Just I think she's deep into her own subconscious. Like she's just gone. Like kind of like Get Out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of like where like you're physically there.
Well, he said like I was mentioning earlier, he wanted to take stuff from Key and Peele. That was their whole idea. Do you think Jordan Peele was probably a great inspiration for him?
I think that concept in Get Out of just where like your subconscious is like buried deep down. I think he probably, I wouldn't say borrowed it, but like inspirational.
Yeah.
In it.
I think the eyes too were. If you notice, their eyes got a little speck of red in them whenever they got possessed or the obsession took over.
Yeah,
I thought that was from maybe Sinners or Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, which is where what's his name got it from for Sinners. Yeah, the director of Sinners. I'm blanking on his name.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Coogler.
Yeah.
That's where he got the idea for the eyes for Sinners. If you notice, as soon as Bear was possessed, his eyes had the little flicker of red in them.
I wasn't paying attention now. I have to go back and take a look.
Yeah, it was one of the few things I noticed. Because when she was at the door, just her eyes, like right in the pupil, a speck of red.
As we get more and more times with with Nikki and Bear together, they play that like weird Jenga game.
Yeah.
And she reads that like fucked up incest Hansel and Gretel like line.
Oh yeah, that was fucking horrific.
That was such a fantastic monologue, dog.
That was a great scene.
She fucking killed that. Like I was like, oh, and like Bear's just sitting there, just like, my girlfriend's weird. It's like, dude, he doesn't care. And like
he almost looked guilty. He was just like, oh, no one talked to me about this.
Yeah, and then her when she moved that girl's chair, that was just very funny.
Oh, Sarah's?
Yeah, hilarious as shit. Just
and then she slams
grinding, and then and when she like stabs her face, and like that's that moment where like real Nikki's here. She's like, yo, this is not me. Like help me. And everybody else is reacting, and Bear's just sitting there, just like, uh-oh, my girlfriend's being weird again. Not actually giving a shit if she's okay or not.
Yeah, no, he's a full-blown monster. Again, he just took away her whole bodily autonomy. He just wanted... I didn't think he was he didn't seem to like her personality. He just cared about the looks and all that other stuff. He just wanted a girlfriend.
Yeah, the idea of having somebody is nice, not feeling alone.
If you notice, Bear's kind of... Everything in life has been handed to him. His house was passed down to him from his grandma.
Yeah.
I saw one thing that said... His house is almost like a shrine to his grandma. He hasn't changed anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And then Nikki, when she's possessed, creates a shrine to the cat and all that stuff. So it's almost like Bear's possession, because Bear's basically possessing Nikki, and that's why there's that little thing to the cat. And I mean, it was kind of Chekhov's gun, the cat in the opening.
Oh yeah, when it died. Yeah.
Well, because people were theorizing that Bear killed the cat.
He left his pills out.
Well, he acted like when he first walked in, like the cat somehow got them out of the medicine cabinet. How would the cat have gotten them out of the medicine cabinet and opened up a medically sealed bottle that you can't open without thumbs?
I think it probably knocked it off the counter.
But again, how does the cat come out? It wasn't
screwed on tight.
I don't know. Why was his grandma's oxy on the counter?
Because I don't know. I can't explain it, but like
I just saw a thing that says maybe he killed his cat so he could tell Nikki his cat died.
I think that's a bit far-fetched, personally, for me.
That's fair. That's fair. But I could also see it because it's just like I just don't see how the cat could have gotten the pills. One,
I
but the person I was seeing it with, as soon as we saw the thing, she whispered over and goes, "Chekhov's gun." It's like, what's the point of putting all those pills at the opening of the movie if you're not going to come back to them?
Yeah, of course. And then what else is like very fascinating? The second part that was also scary was when Nikki comes and bashes Sarah's face.
Oh yeah, that was the only jump scare in the movie that got me.
And also another selfish part of Bear, he knows his girlfriend is like crazy, and he put her in harm's way.
To be fair, she did say she was going to show up at the house if he doesn't come meet her.
Yeah, but again, selfish.
No, it's selfish. I'm just saying he didn't really have an option in that sense. It was either Sarah dies at the house or Sarah dies in her car. Now he didn't know she was going to die, but you get my point. Like he was scared of her. He was scared for her, so he was like, "Don't come to the house. I'll go meet you at the thing."
Very, very just awful, selfish individual. And another like great part was when Nikki was asleep, and then her subconscious like,
"Bear, kill me."
He's like,
"She's asleep, Bear. Please kill me. Please kill me."
Like, what's so bad about being with me? And I'm like, holy shit. Like that was a character moment where it's like, okay, yeah, this guy's too far gone.
Oh yeah,
yeah. He knows what's going on. He can't act and pretend.
He's essentially, if you think about it, kind of just a rapist.
Oh yeah,
he's a full-blown monster.
He doesn't care. He cares about only his satisfaction. He pretends like he's trying to do what's right, but no. And he tries to get his friend to make a wish to like.
That was the funniest shit in the entire movie.
He's like, no, you gotta word it right, man. I wish for $1 billion.
No!
And what I love about that is just like you can see like the two realities of just like a normal individual. Like you get one wish. What do you wish for? Like, oh yeah, that's what I would wish for. $1 billion. Like, yeah, something like simple. And Bear's just like, oh, I just want this girl to be obsessed with me. And it's just like,
I want Nikki to love me. I want Nikki to be. How did he phrase it? I want her to love me the most. Love me more than anyone else in the entire world.
Yes.
Something to that degree.
Yes. And it was the most like, that's just like such an insane way of thinking. And then his friend is just like, yeah. And it shows just like the polar opposites. And then also the shopkeepers. He's like, hey man, what you wish for? And he's like, what did you wish for? Like, hey man, my wish is fine. And as you can see, like, they're not, like, the wishes aren't inherently evil.
No, you gotta be selective how you say it and selective what you wish about. Yeah, wishing for someone to love you is just evil.
You just don't be a horrible person.
It's selfish. Wishing for you to find love, that'd be different. That would just mean you do find love in any person. Like, let's say he goes, I want to find a girlfriend. And then he finds the person. That it's selfish, but it's not as bad as taking away someone's just full body autonomy.
Yeah. And it's a fantastic way of just showing, like, yeah, this Bear's just a horrible person that you start to root for in the beginning and then, like, devolve and, like, okay, yeah, you're bad. And then by the end of the film, everybody's dead and Nikki's left holding the bag, which is, like, the worst ending possible, but at least she's back. I don't know, but I mean that's Obsession, and I honestly think that like everybody should take this.
Everyone needs to go watch Obsession 10 times. You know what really fucked with me is when they were sitting in the car with Sarah. You know what song was playing? "Kids" by Current Joys, which is like a very like soft melody and like almost like a manic song, and it took me back a little bit. And then she gets her head slammed into the song. It fucked me up. The movie was actually gonna have more head slams into it and like head bashing scenes, but they had to cut them.
That's fair.
I've watched 1,000 interviews. I don't know if you have or not, but
no, I see them every now and then. I pick up on some stories here and there.
Have you? Okay, so the main one I've loved is the ending. They did one shot of it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
Originally, it was gonna be she shoots herself in the head.
Yeah.
Like right after she wakes up, she goes, "Oh fuck this."
Yeah.
But then they were like, "Let's do one take where she doesn't," and so and they did one take. The actress gets up and walks away and all that stuff, and then he had to be convinced to use that scene in the movie, but he thought that was so much more tragic.
Yeah, and then because they did the one take, and he's like, she did it like it was such a like a
nothing's written. It was just a natural.
Yeah, she just carried everything, and it was like, oh yeah, that shit's I remember seeing that, and I was like, I love little stories about that. But
I loved so apparently the trying to throw up the pills at the end when he was gonna kill himself. Yeah. That was the actor's decision. He was like, what if I try to do this to show that even in the moment of where I know
even the moment where he has the opportunity to do something good.
I guess, but
no, it's good.
Yeah, I guess he deserves to die.
Because I mean, even the guy on the wish.
I guess
like,
because when you die, the wish. Yeah, that's what I forgot.
Yeah.
I forgot when you die, the wish goes away. So that is good in a sense. And then he was like, "No, I can't do it." And try. And then she breaks the thing, and he becomes obsessed with her.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's fitting. And then too late.
He dies the same way as Cat dies. Same spot, same position too.
Yeah. I don't know. He's a fucked up guy. He's
Me personally, I get fed my cat. Love you, MJ. I'm going to the cops immediately.
Yeah. Me personally, if I get a Willow wish, I'm doing.
Yeah. What are you wishing for? And how do you word it?
Oh, I'm wishing for financial stability for the rest of my life. That is all I need. That is.
I'm trying to think of how the Willow would give you that.
I don't know. Like, give me a great job that I can never lose.
That's a good wish.
Like, give me I wish for a 1,000K a year job that I can never lose.
1,000K a year?
Yeah.
You want $1,000 a year?
100,000. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But say that. No. Let's bump that up, Devonte. You want a job that's gonna pay you $1 million a year after taxes?
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking of like let me solidify myself and that's my wish. It's a very normal, regular. Like I can still live my life because like. Wish for $1 billion, sure, that makes sense, but how the fuck do you explain you have $1 billion randomly?
You're gonna have to immediately learn how to launder some cash.
And like all of a sudden you gotta like pay tax. Like that's too complicated. I'm not doing that.
I mean, you could get away with it if you. The $1 billion wish would work if you didn't actually go and buy anything with the $1 billion in the sense of you still kept your job and you just put all that into savings, but everything you buy in terms of gas and groceries is with that $1 billion. So you could just save everything you make and use that $1 billion for your spending money, as long as you don't go and buy a Maserati or something.
Yeah, you don't go do anything crazy. But yeah, and that's what I would wish for. So very standard. Give me 100K a year job that I can never lose.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is what if they give you just the worst job in the world that makes you hate your life?
That's a good question.
Yeah, or you should say, I wish my job pays me 100K a year for life.
Yeah. That'll probably be that, but that's.
Or you could wish, I wish $100,000 would show up in my bank account legally every month or some bullshit. Just some way to make sure you don't get fucked by the IRS.
Yeah.
Fucked by the police.
Yeah, no tax, no weird like.
Or it's like, well, imagine you wish for the $1 million, but it has to come out of someone's bank account because you can't just like. And what if they treat it like, well, we can't print more money for this random dude. The wish doesn't do that. So it just steals the money from either a bank or some reserve that's holding all this money.
I'm assuming, I don't know, pick the closest billionaire, dog. They be all right. They won't notice.